Greeting gauge and salutations, everybody. We're back in Blueprints, whatever the name means, and we are going to pick up right where we dropped off. And by right, I mean, alarms. Hang on. Just for my own sanity. There. There, we should be gloriously undisturbed. We're picking up right where we left off. Yesterday. 70 steps and feeling fine. We had a question about two seemingly contradictory rules. The freezer says that after you've drafted the freezer, it enters a 1-day cooldown where you can't, where it can't be accessed again. But we also have the Blessing of the Monk. The Blessing of the Monk, which says if you call it a day in a room in your house, you will have the opportunity to draft that room from the grounds the following day. So, we called it a room in the freezer. I was wondering if this might unfreeze the door that we have there. And, and I see that the freezer's effect did work. I went into the freezer when I had one single gem, not knowing that it would prevent me from getting any more gemstones or coins. Oh well, you live and learn, right? The freezer is available. Alright, this is going to lock me into only having one gemstone yet again. Unless the cooldown period is happening. So let's take a look. Okay. My assets are frozen. This door is still open. Okay. So it looks like the two rules are blank. Why would those notes be blank? Yesterday, it was when I found it yesterday, I found that note there. It was stare and star with the letter I. I've never seen just empty space like that before, have I? I wanted to see if it would still be the same pictures, but freezer is not. Okay, I noticed that I'm still retaining those two envelopes. Huh. Okay, that probably is unsettling me more than it should. Why would Queen of Diamonds, Ace of Spades? And you know, those two don't really match either. Because those are both cards. Queen and Ace don't really do anything. Okay. I'm suddenly weirded out by stuff that's probably not a big deal. Okay. Do I want to save the door that's always unlocked, or do I want to get some stuff? I can't get stuff because my assets are frozen. Pray. Pry? I saw this picture yesterday. Well, maybe not yesterday. In a recent playthrough. I saw it in the aquarium. There were a couple of paintings in the aquarium with the fish, because there were some miniature stuff in there. Pray and pry. Now I'm running out of ink again. Pray and pry is A. A is also not in the word delights. Okay, so there goes that theory. There goes that theory. Parlor. I don't particularly want more footprints in this game because I don't have much money. I like parlor puzzles, though, so I will try one of those. Is there anything else in here? Okay. The statement on one of the other two boxes would be true if you replaced the word every with the word this. Alright, now we're getting into some real tricky stuff. Every box contains gems. Every box is black. Okay. The statement on one of the other two boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. That is... I think that's correct, because this box is black. That's false. But this box contains gems. That may be true. Because other... Okay, so false... False... True. Because just on the surface of it, every box contains gems is false. This box is black. That is false. So this must be the true one. Statement on one of the other two boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. Okay, so this is theoretically true. So let's open and see if this box contains gems. Look at those gems that I can't have. Oh well. Den, whenever you enter this room, gain 2. I'll go with Den. E and plane and plan. That's still an E. I'm pretty sure I've got that one already, right? Right? Yeah, got that one. Why wasn't there something new in the freezer this time? Maybe the outer room can never be properly decorated. There's box there. Patio. Can't get it. Pantry. Can't pick up the money. Won't even try. Let's just save some time. I'm going to do a... This is going to be a... Oof. It's going to be a... I'm going to run until I'm out of options. What day is this? 20? I think the commissary is half off today. I can't get into the commissary, but it's half off today. Can't lose money if I don't have it. Bedroom. Guest bedroom. Passageway. Fine. Oh, coin purse. Each time you collect 3, earn an additional 1 in interest. Right, and this room is always the foundation. Man, I can't wait to figure out how to get up there. This room is probably powered by the boiler room or something weird like that. Let's grab a couple items. Drafting die. Diamond. Sage and stage. Even the closet has them. Even the closet has them. Why does even the closet have them? And in sand. I don't know if I want the library today. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. You know what? Since this is going to be a short run, maybe I'll get lucky, and maybe I'll get the mailroom tomorrow. Order placed. Okay. Tent. And 10, so that's letter T. We've got this already. Simon P. Jones, Mount Holly Estate. Dad. Alice Drive, Fen Airs, 63022. Fen Aries. Hey, buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate, with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage, packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow, so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor and be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliché expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator, Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigiblocks. Unfortunately, Dad, Dirigiblocks is broken. Package, package, package. Package, 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 package. Utility room fuse... Okay. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Utility room fuse box, vac indicator settings. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 indicators are needed to activate the 6th. That's good to know. So any button will activate blue. Press blue next to red to activate purple. 5 purple activates the 6th. Okay. That's good to know. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. That sounds important. Denny Ravane, no longer employed. No longer employed. Have we heard the name Denny Ravane yet? It's not ringing any bells. Every once in a while, we get a new name that's unfamiliar to me. Like the other day when we found the red envelope from Courtney. I was like, who's Courtney? That's lit like it should be interactable, but it's not. There's so much in this room that looks like I might be able to interact with it. Tent and 10. Have I locked myself out? Okay. Not quite, but any progress will require going back. I don't need money because I can't take it. I should sign out in the mailroom so that I can get a package. Gymnasium. Stare and star again. Dark room, storeroom, guest bedroom. It barely matters what I draft in the dark room, so let's go there. Yes, the faithful corridor. Bath and a bat for an H. Dining room. Guess it's the storeroom. Peek and P. Another key for me. Library. Discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. You know, I don't like this. Billiard room. Boudoir. Boudoir. Yet another key. Got so many keys and barely anything to use them on. Will you still have a red letter? You do. Okay. Good to know. And is it still the same? Yeah. Okay. Still talking about Marion's disappearance. I assumed it would be the same, but I feel like it's good to check that. Guest bedroom. So many footsteps. Pine and pin. Stag and tag. ES. Flan and sand? Stand. Dessert. Custard. Sand dune. Spoon. Pudding. Grains. Hill. Snack. Food. What is this? Every other time I see that painting, it means sand. Sands doesn't really fit with flan, which is what I've been assuming that was. Why not? Hey, look. Gemstones, gemstones, gemstones. Okay, plane and plan is E. Stare and stars, I. I don't know what the darkroom says. Queen and card. Diamond and ace. The freezer's not in the grid. What if I'm not supposed to be collecting letters to just descramble generally? What if the letters... the storeroom really quickly. I got 36 steps. Yeah, I'm not going to see anything in here. Okay, the storeroom. Peak and P. So K. Get back to the pantry. K. Crow and Row. I don't know if I've seen that one before. But that's C. Okay. C. I'm gonna look so stupid if this means nothing. Are there... Okay, so there's nothing here. There's nothing here. Is there anything here? I don't see anything. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Clock and lock again. C-L-K. Closet had something. C-L-K. T. Okay, T blank reading nook S T blank S. What was pantry? Back to the pantry. Oh, no. Hang on. I forgot what game this was for a second. C. S. C. Blank blank. T. T. E. I. Who knows? This is A. Now, what are you? What are you? Flan and sand. Spoon. A plate. A dish. Hill. Caramel. Jello, maybe? No, that's definitely flan. Pudding. Sand. Hill. Desert. Desert and dessert. Desert and dessert, that's an S. Okay. Alright, I think I gotta get to the mailroom. Can I do that in 6 steps? 1, 2, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I fall just 1 short, dang it. No, that was a lot more than 1 short. Oh, boy. Am I crazy? Am I crazy for thinking that maybe there's, like, a letter path? Let me make a grid. Gotta figure out how wide I want to make all these squares. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so not gonna go too much longer, but this has been exploratory. This has been exploratory and handy. Day 21. That commissary sale is gonna wrap up today. I gotta get money. I gotta get money for the commissary sale. Are you always the same? Diamond and ace. Queen of diamond, ace of spade. QDAS. I'll certainly never forget what that means. Den. Yes. Let's get some money. Pine and pin. That's an E. Let's make this grid. Ah, it's nice to get diamonds again. I've not been able to pick up money for like 3 days. Food for sale? Your package has been delivered. Well, if you insist. Package delivered. Stag and tag. So that's S. Son P. Jones. Is this the same thing? Okay, that's the same thing. What's my package? Oh, this one right here. The Cinca Company. Brass compass, magnifying glass, and 2 gems. Okay. No claims for shortage will be allowed unless this package slip is returned to us with details within 8 business days. K. Thompson, 1157770. West Barbaran Ave. That. Alright. Okay, floor plans will point north more often. I can really get up close and inspect something. A couple gemstones. And let's see what we got here. Passageway. Okay. I want to do the passageway, but I kind of want to save the passageway too, if that makes sense. Give me a hallway. Bath and bat, that's H. Reading nook. What's the use of the commissary if I don't have money? Is that a cart and a car? Cart, car. Cart and car, so this is a T. Courtyard, always unlocked. Guest bedroom, gain 10. Okay, the always unlocked courtyard. Shovel! This is a generous run. Is there anything we can dig up in the court? Yeah, there's a little plot over here. Turnip! Nom nom nom. Any messages here? I don't see any paintings. So I'm gonna put like I'm gonna put just a dash to represent no paintings, at least none that I see. Sometimes they're sneaky, like the one that was hidden in the one place. And this is the foundation. Interesting, I didn't even have to open the door to the foundation. Ooh. Parlor puzzle would be good now that I've got some stuff. Pantry, now that I think the commissary sale is going. Oh, that doesn't... None of these point the way I want them to go, though. Ah. Ah. Okay. And this sand and. So that's another letter S. I think I've blocked out that room next to the courtyard. Thanks to my foolish walking. I'm gonna backtrack a little. Not push myself forward too fast. Forgot you could dig in here. Another turnip. A safe deposit box key for 149. Okay. I didn't record the day that I found the vault. I think this is not the first time I found the vault. I think this is not the first time that I found a safe deposit key. But there is a vault. In the vault, they have a number of safety deposit boxes. And so clearly this is a key for that. A little more digging. Dig opportunity. Worthless old brick. Could I drop it down there? Ooh. Drawing room, library, corridor. Drawing room. Okay. You only get one redraw in the drawing room, right? Drawing room, stage and sage, that's a T. Study. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Ooh. I don't know that I want that. I'll take this because it gives more ways up. I should have redrafted that. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. The statement on the white box is true. Nom nom nom. Who's restocking the apples? This is tea, right? Yes, stage and sage. And this is a coat and a cot, so that would be an A. Okay, at least one of these must be false. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. The statement on the white box is true. You know, if this is false and this is false, then this would be true. Okay, well, all of them have the word white, so clearly this must be false. The statement on the white box is true, so that is false. So this is true, the gems are in the white box. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna backtrack. Gonna take the advice of the drafting strategies book and not push too far ahead. I'll save that door. Got so many turnips, might as well use them. The commissary, honestly, okay, I think now I have enough for... Ooh, add locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. That could be handy, but I don't want to miss out on the commissary sale. The commissale. Yeah, the 20th and 21st. All items up to 50% off. All staff welcome. Is this just here? Yeah. Pray and pry. So that's an A. And there. Swan song. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for the inconvenience. What's the purpose of that being a red memo? Sale for today. Gems only cost 2. Metal detector. 5 for a metal detector is pretty nice. Sledgehammer. Yes. Salt shaker. Don't know if I need a salt shaker. I'll buy a couple gems. I should come back here if I get more money. There's more gems to be had. Dirigiblocks. Well, you know me, I do love my observatories. Stair. And star, appropriately. Stair and star. So I... I'll get to you soon. Metal detector. Ooh, that's a lot. The slice. Farmers out. Apples are extra delicious. If only I hadn't eaten so many already. Diamond is minor. 1. Okay. What are you? What appears to be a broken lever could prove to be useful. Okay. I did find, in a previous playthrough, I found a room with a lever I could pull that I believe opened one of the doors to the antechamber. I also found a broken lever switch on another playthrough. I forget if I was recording that day or not. So the ability to record something. What are you? Why are you marked that way? Terrace. Bedroom. Let's go bedroom just to fill out more space. I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone the one that went north. Oh well. Plane and plan. Is that one always here? No. Well, yes. Because the E is always in this space. It is. It is. The E is always in that space. Maybe there's something to plotting the letters on the graph after all. Guest bedroom, billiard room. Yeah, guest bedroom. Oh, I hear money. What's this? Spare set of car keys. Nice. Dessert and desert. I wonder... Oh, you almost got past me. Sneaky little diamond. Will this be a G? Corridor. Will this be a G? Bride and bridge. Bridge and bride. It is a G. The chart system works. It says 8. But what does that make the first row? Because in the first row, the guest bedroom is S, the commissary is A, and the den is E, and the mailroom is S. But the entrance hall is the Queen of Diamonds and the Ace of Spades. What could go there? Saves, sages, sales... A, B, C, D, E, safes, 8 safes. You know, the 2 letters I found, each letter was in a safe. Maybe there are 8 safes. Which would correspond with what it said about there being 8 letters, but I would only find 7 when we talked to the weird fortune teller robot that one time. Alright, I need a passage that links to the courtyard. Well, I guess I don't need that, but it would be a huge time saver. Ooh. I don't need that. I want it, but I don't need it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Passageway. Nice, simple passageway. Okay, you're open. Is there no letter here? half expecting there to be some... Okay, I'm not seeing one. Guess I'll just put another dash there. Up and down can't help me. Okay, so this room is a no-go. Let's go to the utility closet. A tier and a tie. That's an R. Money. I could afford a diamond. VAC indicators. Okay, alright. It said if they turn green... Aha! Purple. How do you make that go purple? Okay, wait a second. Press any... I took a screenshot. Press any button above to activate blue. Okay, press any green button to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red to activate purple. So blue next to red is what it takes to activate purple. Did I accidentally click something? No, it took stuff away. I clicked a blue next to a red. Huh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And that can't be made blue. Unless you do it that way. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Wait, okay. Alright. No, I messed it up. Hit the blue next to it. To make it purple. Alright, I'm gonna turn off keycard entry system, turn on the garage, turn off the darkroom, turn off the gymnasium. Okay, I didn't give myself more northward passes like I wanted to, but I think I've laid some good groundwork. Okay. Back to business. You are more likely to draw green rooms when drafting. I like that. Kitchen, food for sale, or chapel, you lose money. No. Why, look what we have here. Broken lever. 1, 2, 3. Handy. Okay. This looks like an obvious secret passage. 5. I've already taken note of the word sheets. No need to do that again. Another coin. Maybe I'll go help myself to another diamond. Wait, before I leave, is there a... Is there no painting here? There's another one of those. An unremarkable rock. That rocks. Okay, I think this room is empty. Maybe certain rooms just never have it, and the key to figuring out what it says is figuring out what to do. Drawing room again. North we go. I have a key. The cloister. Oof. That's a lot of gems, but it keeps a lot of doors open. Wish I knew what it took to... Did I hear something? I thought I heard like a gust of wind. There it was again. I didn't like that. Leads to a... I don't know if I've been to the secret passage yet. Have I? Secret tunnel. That's some sort of orchard, maybe? Pilot. Okay. Oh, a pilot and a plot. Alright. So pilot and plot is an I. Gold sink, red rover, the key to the bedroom, green thumb, the halls of holly. Oh boy. I want a hall. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Never been in that room before. That's pretty cool. Locked. That's lame. Do I not have keys? The commissary didn't really have keys for sale, did it? And that's also locked. Oh no. Have I locked myself out of progress? Okay, we got something going for us here. Reading nook. I do need a key. a chart and a cart. So that's an H. And that's all this room has for us. Sure, I'll use the key. Library. Closet, dark. I've turned off the light in the dark room, so that won't be so bad. Oh. Maybe I should turn on the light in the dark room. That's all the way down there. Okay. No. This way. Yeah, let's turn that on. Okay. I'm down to 50 steps. As if I was just starting the game. Dark room, what you got for me? Interesting photographs of people. Picture of a camera. A key card. Always handy. $11.28. Huh. Here we go. Okay, so that's stag and stage. Stage and stag, so E. Spread money to every green room. Spread diamonds in each green room. I can't go there, though, because it requires diamonds. Terrace. Green rooms don't cost diamonds to draft. The gymnasium points north. Fortunately, I've turned off those oppressive lights in here. Coast and coat. S. Keycard does not appear to be powered on. Okay, back we go. Where is it? No. Wrong way. This way. Oh man, I hate the layout of the foundation. I really shot myself in the foot with these lights. Keycard system. Okay. We're good. I don't need to close that again, it's just me here. I've got the Blessing of the Monk for one more day. I need to start thinking ahead to what room I want to sign off in. What room would be most handy to... the mail room, maybe? show up and guarantee a package. Selective. Ooh, that's neat. Chapel, I guess. Veranda, greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Chapel, I guess. Money! Not a lot of options. Another key, though. And that was a silver key. Flan and fan. That makes that an L. Yeah, take my money. The cloister could still theoretically give us a passage north. You know, East Wing Hall. What better room than the East Wing to put the East Wing Hall in? Okay. It's another one of these. What is that? Plant and plan? Plant minus plan is T. The T goes exactly up there. Silver key. The silver key works. Billiard room, boudoir, library. Let's go to the library. What have we here? We are at the top rank. Globe, world, planet, box, crate, bricks. Box. Crate. Bricks. Globe. Map. Hand. Brush. World. Earth. Here. Home. Cargo. Okay. Yar. That is real close. That is real close to us. I just got to go to the East Wing. Alright, what book should I read? Sightseer's Guide to Reddington sounds good. Swimbird I've read. Fixed Stars I've read. I'm putting off that pump system. I don't want to put in the work for it. Oh, what are you? Draw. Paint. Holly. Mount. Poly, holy, draw, etch, trace, cube, square. I'm not getting it. What is that one? Locked. Okay. Let's see what the treasure map has for us. Time to start digging. Why am I not? There we go. It's a rock. Treasure chest. One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. 40 gold. Okay. Maybe it's time to go back to that commissary. Locked. Okay. I need a key. Back to the dark room. The not-so-dark room. Oh, because the closet's in the way now. And I think the north exit of the cloister is locked, too. Okay, yeah, that's locked. Well, the only thing left is to determine where I want to be available to me. The mailroom feels like a good option. What if I stopped in a room I didn't want to see and just, like, consigned that room to the outside? Is that a good strategy? Commissary. All right, I'm gonna swing by the commissary one more time, but I think I want the mailroom to be my last hurrah. And we're so close, right here. Gotta take advantage of these savings. Salt shaker, why not? Another gemstone. Can't hurt a thing. Okay, I have bought out the commissary. I still have money to spare. I've not gone to the outer room yet. Oh, but I don't have a lot of steps yet. Let me think. Do I want to stop in the mailroom, or do I want to go to the outside? Because I really only have time for one. I want to go outside. There are still a couple of outer rooms I've never seen. Spare room trading post. Root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Items for trade. I don't... What you got, old timer? Compass, magnifying glass. Vault Key 149. Lucky Rabbit's Foot, what do you do? Vault Key 304. Coin Purse. Coin Purse. Battery Pack. Coin Purse. What's a battery pack do? Provides juice to contraptions made in the workshop. Okay, probably not a lot of use for that today. Do you operate on the same principle as the VAC things? Okay. Alright. I've locked this one out of functionality. Oh, wait. It's a reset button. I think I'm getting a feel for what this is. No. Okay. You have been awarded an allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2. Allowance token? I don't know what that is, but that sounds good. Also, I'm glad I solved that. I was genuinely worried that that thing would be like something that would stump me, but I guess I got it. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna try to race to the mailroom. Do I have enough space? I got just enough. And call it a day in the mailroom. Yes. You've used all your steps and must now call it a day. You've pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. All right, well, I feel like I understand this mountain, this Mount Holly place a little bit better now. I know that I gotta be tracking the letters in every room, which means I should probably start prioritizing rooms that I know that I can find letters in. Oh, that's going to be an annoyance. And I've got an allowance of 2, whatever that means. And I've got an allowance of 2, and what was the other thing that I figured out? I figured something out. My brain is a little scrambled from it. Regardless, thank you very much for coming along with me today. And, yeah, I'll be coming back to Mount Holly pretty soon. The east-facing villa. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's an east-facing villa. Have a good night, everybody.